Wishes for a happy holiday. Here we go. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. They've got Bryant. Durant is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Pippen in at the 3. Now here's Wilkins. Shot clock at 6. Over Porzingis. Outside Edwards. Sinks the three-pointer.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Garland, the pass to KD. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Inside. Here's Garnett, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Now, here's Garland. His last outing, he had 18 points, and it's Bryant missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Curry against Kobe. Pass to Kobe. Fades. The rebound by Pippen.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced them into a really tough shot. Tried to fade away, but just couldn't pull it off.
Now here's Durant. His last outing, 16 points for him.
A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Bryant, right side. No good that time. The Suns have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Hey, Sean, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, Daniel. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait. CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, and all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. And he knocks down the first one.
You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it.
Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. Both free throws good from Wilkins. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And the first one at the line is good.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And he makes both free throws.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Outside, Bryant. Pass to Thompson. Durant for 3. Wilkins pulls it in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Garnett the pass to Bryant. To the paint. Here's Curry. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Kobe's got 3 assists tonight. So Shams, when the league brought in that 65 game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Yes, well said. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Wilkins. Thompson comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Stephen Curry. Collier, he's checked in for Phoenix. Timberwolves leading by 4. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the field.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight. And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
To the inside, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Now look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
Ryan against Kobe. Now here's Thompson. Defense is right there. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Thompson. Suns trail by 4. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Kobe. Thompson outside. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
This is something that Klay works on all the time, even though he is already elite at it. He readies himself to fire once he catches that ball.
Right. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Mr. Porzingis, stolen by Reed. 3-on-3. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Durant in the corner. Shot to stop the run. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
He has got an incredible jump shot for that size. Durant's accurate from just about anywhere on the floor.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Thompson for the triple. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 8. Now Kobe. Last game he had 34 points. And Kobe throws it down hard.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And so it's Minnesota with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Minnesota?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. The teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams, and certainly players in today's generation. are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. Garnett is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Wilkins. Then there's Kobe. And it's Curry in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Thompson kicks to Garland. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Dominique Wilkins.
Drafted 5th overall in 2019, Garland just continues to grow his game. It is impressive to watch him get better and more confident every year.
And he makes the first. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal. The job well done for that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Back to Curry. The 3. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Shoots the 3. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Okongwu. And Shams, like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to L.A. because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA city?
I've got 3, and it's been 3 since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those 3 cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy it.
Those are the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento one. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped the 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been coming.
They love their teams. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout, looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. McGrady's checked in for Phoenix. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
Look at Curry. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Now, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
And so Bryant will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Durant uses his size in close.
And teams are going to be physical with Durant, but he looks like he's up for the challenge.
Edwards with it. Garland picks him up. Outside for Curry. Pass to Bryant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Kobe's got 5 points now this quarter. McGrady outside. Outside, KD. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And when you look at Durant's mix of height, length, and athleticism, factoring in the pure skill set he has makes it almost unfair. I'm sure his college opponents are happy he's not around there anymore.
The first free throw is good.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Ayton's checked in. And a change for the Suns. Bryant's checked in. Durant hits them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Garnett outside. Back to Kobe. Kobe Bryant! So good at finishing through contact.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Ayton against Okongwu. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Ayton. Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Garnett. Thompson comes in for Edwards. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Kobe. And Dillingham subbed in for Stephen Curry. Both free throws good from Okongwu. Timberwolves leading by 6. Dillingham with it. Down low. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Okongwu with a screen on Reed. Durant going to work inside.
Could this be what we see consistently from Durant? I guess we'll have to see how this one plays out.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
a terrific season and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite. On defense, the Suns, they trail by 6. Pass to DiVincenzo. Poke loose. Pippen with the steal. Okongwu with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Pippen. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Well, there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Porzingis is checked in for Okongwu, and it's Garland in for Tracy McGrady. Back to Garland. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Garland's got 4 points this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Ayton a screen on Garland. Here's Dillingham. Porzingis with the block.
And the first thing that stands out about Porzingis, the length, right? Blocking shots comes naturally.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
1:24 left here in the second. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Pippen. Pippen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Here's Dillingham. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Suns trail by 9. Garland the pass to Kobe. And Phoenix turns it over again.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Some changes for Minnesota. Allen's checked in for 8. And Kobe is subbed in for Dillingham. Here's DiVincenzo. The shot and game clock separated by 4. 18 feet out. And the rejection by Pippen.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
Garland, that's good on the jump shot. Garland's got 9.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With Mike Budenholzer. Coach, what's your message going into the second half to your team?
Yeah, we just got to play better. We got to play better defense. We got to take care of the ball on the other end. We just got to play better basketball.
And you're certainly capable of it, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Phoenix Suns.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
Perimeter D, apparently not their strong suit. And now a subject that's always of interest, player movement around the league.
Landing someone like Steph alters the course of a franchise. People have talked about his gravity. He pulls defenders in his direction, bending the defense out of shape.
And his teammates know how to take advantage of the voids he creates. And you know what we like to say, fellas? He makes it look
effortless.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wembys. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Durant. And there's Bryant. Then there's Pippen. And it's Garland in at the point.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
He's feeling it. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Durant. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. From deep. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. To the inside. Durant, no good. Minnesota leading by 5. Bryant down low. Bryant defending, unable to get that one.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Garland finds KD. Floats it up for Kobe, rises up and hammers it home.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Opportunity here to go to the 2K leaderboard and see who's been the hottest of the hot at the small forward position for the past month. And you look at Pippen, top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
There's so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. To make this list, you've got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Porzingis with a screen on Garnett. The shot by KD. No good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Stolen by Durant. Ball's knocked loose. Inside. Here's Pippen. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Garnett's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Bryant. It's hauled in by the Suns. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. And the dunk by Porzingis.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Outside Curry. Over in the corner, Edwards. Back to Curry. Top of the key, Garnett. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Hits the target from 18 feet. Edwards got 12 points in the game.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Back to Garland. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 26 points a game last year, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
They feel confident with him at the helm. He's effective at running the offense, and having someone like that off the bench is an absolute luxury.
The Timberwolves working the ball around. Porzingis with the block.
You see why Porzingis is one of the best shot blockers in the league. All the length.
Kobe kicks to KD. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
First free throw is good. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside Edwards. Garnett with the screen for Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's KD. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kevin Garnett.
And let's look at the numbers for Anthony Edwards. He's coming off an excellent season, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. That's good from Durant. Andre Ayton's checked in for Dominique Wilkins. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Phoenix. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Garnett with the screen on Thompson. Edwards looking it over. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Durant just inside the line. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Timberwolves leading by 4. Bryant passes to Curry. On the wing, Bryant, guarded by Kobe. And his offensive struggles continue.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Puts it up from 7. Oh, power move by Kobe.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Garnett. Klay Thompson comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Stephen Curry. Phoenix on defense. A 2-point game. Ayton, the pass to DiVincenzo. Going inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the night. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. To the paint. Out to Thompson. Porzingis sets the pick for Thompson. 5 to shoot. Outside Durant. Fires the 3. Durant drains it from distance.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Outside Bryant. Pass to Ayton. Over Porzingis. And that one's good, Ayton.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
Bryant with it. Now defended by Bryant.
Well, Kobe has terrific vision and knows when to get it to his teammates.
Suns trail by 5. Outside, Porzingis. 1:02 left to play here in the third. Out left to the wing. Lets it go from deep. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Garland against DiVincenzo. Bryant, high post. Rebound by the Suns.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Garland dishes to Thompson.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
Suns have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Thompson. That free throw good from Thompson.
This rookie Thompson is special. A talented guard who does a little bit of everything.
Minnesota making a switch here. Allen's checked in. And for the Suns, Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. Martin comes in for Kevin Durant. Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Kobe. That one drops. He ties it up. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kobe, the pass to Thompson. Bryant, a screen on Thompson. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist from Kobe. Thompson's got 9.
And that's what you can expect from one of the greatest shooters of all time. He's just got unlimited range.
Pippen against Bryant. Now, here's Pippen. Still without a basket. Down low, Martin. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Minnesota on top, leading by just 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Kobe is out there with Curry. And it's Garnett. And there's Dominique Wilkins. And it's Edwards in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The Suns trailing. Thompson for the triple. The rebound by Garnett. Edwards against Thompson. Garnett kicks to Bryant. Looking to get it going. Oh, look at that play right there!
Okay, that's how it's done.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Suns trail by 3. And here's Pippen. Pass to Durant. Contact will not stop Durant.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Here's Edwards, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Phoenix has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Pass to Pippen. And Thompson kicks to KD. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. KD's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns. Enzo Bryant will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Curry a screen on McGrady. Here's Kobe, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Bryant. Both free throws good from Bryant. Phoenix has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pippen feeling it out a bit. From deep three-point territory. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Garnett's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Monday, they'll be tipping off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that one, the 7th on the season for them, the team's still looking to improve each time they take the floor.
Porzingis is checked in for Phoenix. Edwards against Thompson. Pass to KD. He goes up again. Bryant with the rebound. Kobe's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oh, here's Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So for the Suns, Okongwu's checked in for Durant. Bryant comes in for McGrady. And it's Garland in for Asar Thompson. That one misses.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
Porzingis kicks to Okongwu. Garland against Curry. The Suns need to get a shot off. Latrey. Minnesota with the rebound. Bryant's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Bryant. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And how can you not love this rookie, Curry, an exceptional shooter off the catch?
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. And he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Garland kicks to Bryant. Porzingis with a screen on Kobe. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Bryant.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that Garland is only getting better at this, developing into a skilled playmaker.
Garnett the pass to Bryant. And he goes big time with a dunk right over Kobe Bryant.
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Porzingis sets the pick for Garland. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And Phoenix making a change here. Durant's checked in. Bryant finds Garnett. Takes a shot at the elbow. The shot by Wilkins, no good.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
To the middle. It's stolen by Wilkins. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Pass to Curry. And here's Garnett. And they double up Bryant. Garnett with the screen for Edwards. They grab their own miss. And Garnett able to finish. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Reads shot trajectories so well. Garnett understands how to capitalize on that offensive glass. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Garnett against KD. Here's Porzingis. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 5th assist in this one.
That's just too easy for Porzingis. He just powers through that contact.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Thompson. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. Minnesota leading by 6. Outside Curry. Thompson surveying the floor. Three-pointer. Another miss by Minnesota. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Pass to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Curry dishes to Garnett. Edwards with it. Back to Garnett. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson inside. Working on Bryant. The shot by Thompson, no good. Suns trail by 6. Pippen kicks to KD. Floats it up for Pippen. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Curry. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Once again, Curry, this man has made a living out of big shots like this one.
Steps back. Here's KD. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Along with Hall of Fame talent, KD is just clutch.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
And KD, no good on that one. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for Minnesota. They've held a 12-point lead early.
How about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis with a screen on Garnett. The wide open look for Durant. Count! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And we have seen this from Durant before. When the game is on the line, he comes alive.
At the line for Minnesota, Stephen Curry, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And his shooting stroke is about as pure as you'll find. Even in the biggest moments, Curry never loses that rhythm.
And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. .43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Garland the pass to Bryant. Garland against Curry. Three-pointer. Garland, no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
At the line for two, Stephen Curry.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. .26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. He hits both from the stripe. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. And KD's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. A 3 from Porzingis. And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And so Minnesota takes the win. Some good competition, but the hometown